All applicants to WQIP are required to submit a project map with the project location or locations clearly marked. In this video, I will review how to make project maps using New York State Department of Transportation 24K quad maps and USGS topographic maps. Either map type is acceptable for submission. To make a project map, you will download a map from either the New York State GIS Clearinghouse of DOT 24K quad maps or the USGS National Map Viewer portal. If you're using DOT maps, you will then use Microsoft Paint or other photo editing software to clearly mark the location or locations of the project on the map. If you do not have access to any photo editing software, we suggest using USGS maps, as the USGS National Map Viewer website allows you to place symbols on the map to mark the project location. You do not need to follow the steps in this video to make the project map. There are other ways to make it. But however you make the project map, it must be made using New York State DOT 24K quad maps or USGS topographic maps, and the project location must be clearly marked. There are a few key items to consider while making the map. If there are multiple project locations, for example, when there are multiple culverts to be worked on, you must put a symbol on each location where work will take place. If needed for clarity, you can make multiple maps for all project locations, but they must be uploaded as a single document. For salt storage projects, it is required to mark the new salt storage structure and the location of the current salt pile, if it is different than where the storage structure will be built. I will first go over how to make a USGS project map. The first step is going to USGS's National Map Portal at apps.nationalmap.gov/viewer. You can use the portal like Google Maps. Use the scroll on your mouse to zoom in on your project location. Once your project location is centered on the map, you will then go over to the right side where there will be this pencil inside of a square. This is the draw tool. You will use this to place a symbol on the map. Choose a symbol. I like the triangle. Choose a color. I prefer red because it stands out. Once you have chosen your symbol shape and color, click this dot again, and you will see now that there is a symbol underneath your cursor. Click once to place the symbol exactly where the project work will take place. Then click on this T in the drawing pop-up. In the text box, type project location. Click the T again, and you will notice now that there is a label underneath your cursor. Click once to place the label. If you are doing a salt storage project and the location of the salt storage shed is different than the location of the current salt pile, create another symbol that is different than the first one and place it where the current salt pile is. Then label that current salt pile. Then navigate your mouse over to the left side of the screen. It may be a little cut off, but there is a green square with a printer in it. If you hover over it, it will say print. Click that once. This pop-up will come up. Type in the name of your project in the project title box. Then click the Show Print area. This will show the area that is to be printed. Center your projects within that box. You can leave it on letter ANSI A landscape, that is fine. come down to advanced options here and uncheck include legend. After you have done that, you may click export, and this will export a PDF of your map to your browser. Once this is generated, you can click on this and it will open up in a new browser window. Once it is opened up in a new browser window, download it and save it to your computer. You can then upload that file to the CFA. Like so. And you can click download here to download this file to the computer. Now I will go over how to use New York State GIS Clearinghouse maps to make your project map. You will first go to the New York State GIS Data Clearinghouse, New York State 24K Quad Map Index, Viewer Portal. Scroll to the blue square that contains your project location and click it. This pop-up will come up. Scroll down to the download link square, highlight it, right-click, and click Go to that link. This will download a zip file into your downloads. So go to File Explorer, Downloads, and you'll see that zip file here. Right-click the zip file, click Extract All. Make sure Show Extracted Files when complete is checked when this pop-up appears. You can also choose a different folder that you want it to be sent to if you'd like, and then click Extract. Within the extracted zip folder, you will have many different files. The one you want is the TIF file that has plan in the name. Right-click it, go to Open With, and choose Photos. This will open the map in the Photos app on a Microsoft computer. You can see that it is pretty zoomed out from our project location. So we're going to go over to the blue Edit button. Click the Edit button. And the crop tool should be automatically enabled. If it's not, just click this symbol right here. And you will crop your map with the project location centered. Once again, make sure that there's enough detail in the surrounding area to provide some context, but that you can clearly see your project area in the middle of the map. Go to Save Options, click Save a Copy, it'll automatically save to your downloads, but you can choose a different folder. Name it the name of your project, and save. Now, exit out of that image by clicking Escape. Go to your downloads and go to this new image. Right-click the new image. This is the cropped image we just made. Go to Open With, and this time choose Paint. Now the map is fairly zoomed in, so if you go down to the bottom right, there's this scale bar you can use to zoom in and out. Locate your project location, go up to Shapes, click down, this little down arrow, and choose the shape you like. I'm going to choose a triangle again. Oh, and when you have that up, make sure you go over to Shape Fill, click down on that, and choose Solid Fill. Then come over here and choose your color. Make sure both of these circles are filled with the color that you like. Come over to the project area, and you will click and drag to create your shape. So I click down and I hold, and you can see this red triangle pops up. I can make it a bunch of different shapes, but I make it reasonably sized and shaped to cover the project location, and release. And then you will have your project symbol. To create the label, go over to this A here. It says text when I hover over it. Click it, and this will bring up the text tool. Click background fill, and make the bottom circle white, and make the top circle black. Once again, we will click, hold, and drag, create a text box, and you will type in project location in that text box. You can resize it, move it around, but once this text box is placed, you'll notice that I can't click on it again, and I accidentally made it too big to block the symbol. If that happens, just go to the undo arrow back up here, click it once, and it will undo that text box. So I'm going to make that text box again. Remember, once you click out of it, you will not be able to edit it, so make sure it's in the right position, and type in project location. Once you have done that, you can go up to File and click Save As a JPEG picture. Only save it as a JPEG picture. We do not accept PNG pictures in the CFA. That is a software limitation of the CFA. So save as a JPEG picture. We also accept PDFs and Words. Name the project however you like. It'll automatically go to the Downloads folder, but you can choose a different folder if you like in your documents. And click Save. This will save your project map to the computer. I like to double check that it went well by going back to it and opening it up again. And this is what it should look like. You can then upload this file to the CFA. I hope this project video has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, you can contact us at dowgrants@dec.ny.gov. dowgrants@dec.ny.gov. Thank you.